Welcome to the Whole Lotta Woman Podcast, where we explore, explain, and discuss what makes us a whole lot of women in today's world. I'm your host, Nakita Shontel, and this is the Stop Putting Others to Bed series, okay? So this is a series all about prioritizing yourself, teaching you ladies how to do that, okay? Now, you know how we do with our series. We're going to have a signature scent. For the Stop Putting Others to Bed series, I'm using Burberry Goddess, okay? So, I'm going to spray myself with that. Okay. Now, let's get started. But before we do that, I want you guys to subscribe, like, and comment. Leave me a dancing lady in the comments, okay? So I know that you're here and you're supporting and you're with me. All right. So now, let's get started.
I won't be defined, stars are aligned. What's for me is mine. I'm a whole lot of woman. I'm a whole lot of.
This is for the lady that can't even sit down and take her shoes off after work. Your bestie's going through a breakup, and before you know it, your whole night is spent comforting, coaching, and crying with her while your own peace sits on hold. And don't get me wrong, you know, you love your people, but it's like every time they going through a crisis, that means your peace getting disturbed because you the go-to friend. You the one with all the advice. And it's cool being the go-to friend, but did you realize that you're sacrificing time for yourself and your peace of mind, fixing other people's issues, or just being that sounding board, listening to somebody else's issues all the time? And a lot of the times, it's the same friend. So it's that friend that want all your advice, because I don't know if it's just me. I've had people in my life that they want to hear your advice. You could talk on the phone for 2 or 3 hours, giving them the whole game plan, write it down, take a picture. And they ain't going to do none of that. They ain't going to do none of that. But what they want is your energy. They want the advice. They're not going to put none of it to use, but they want the advice, okay? So what does that do for you though? Like, yeah, I'm pouring to you as a friend, but it's like nobody's pouring back into me. And then I ain't even pouring into you because you're not even going to use none of this. It's one thing if you was going to take the advice, like, okay, I know my time and my sacrifice was worth it. But when you're not even going to take the advice, what was the point of me sacrificing my time and my energy? You just wasted both of our time, for real. You just wanted my energy, and it's cool, but I could have gave you my energy in a whole different way that didn't drain me. I could have gave you my energy after I decompressed a little bit. I've been on the phone with you from the time I left the parking lot to the time I'm supposed to be hopping in the shower to get into bed tonight. No time for me. And now I can't even do my whole routine because I done talked to you for so long. It done got late. So now I just got to get in there and wash up real fast. I don't get to do my 9-step routine. Okay, now I can only do 3 steps. And that's not fair to me. And you got to realize when you do this, it's like you clocking into a whole different shift that day. I just worked for 8 hours. Now I got to get off and be a therapist for another 3 hours. And it's one thing if it's here or there. But when every day I'm getting off work, I got to coach somebody through something, or every week you're in crisis because you ain't take my advice last week. No, you're not going to get every lunch break, every time I get off work. You're not going to get all my free time and all my energy. At some point, I have to realize, girl, you just want to talk. You just want to hear it. You just want to vent. You just want somebody to pour energy into your problem, regardless if you're going to fix it or not. You just want all hands on deck. And I got to take my hands out. I can't. I can't be the fixer. I got my own problems to fix, okay, that I need my hands for.
I already know some of you aren't going to agree with what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Stop being the therapist friend. Stop being the fixer. Stop being the problem solver. Just stop. You might not realize, but some people are keeping you in their life simply because you feed them energy by solving all their problems. You don't need to keep draining yourself trying to be the problem solver for somebody else. When it comes time for you to solve your own problems, you don't even have time and energy to do it anymore because you've used it all up on someone else. If you've been used to being the problem solver and the therapist friend, you're probably going to take this as a selfish outlook to things, but I really do advocate for you being more selfish. Somebody who's the therapist friend is oftentimes very selfless. Maybe it's time for you to practice more selfishness. You need to focus on yourself more. The sad part is that when you're so used to being the therapist friend and the friend that everybody relies on when they're having a hard time, you're so used to constantly being drained and exhausted emotionally and mentally from the burdens that people are putting on you. They don't realize just how much they're putting on you. Not saying that your friends are bad people or the people around you that rely on you are bad people. They may not realize that this is the dynamic you guys have naturally created between each other. But what I am saying is you probably need to start pulling back and start focusing on yourself more. There's no need to be everybody's problem solver, everybody's rock, everybody's dumpster for their trauma and their issues. You don't need to do that to yourself. You don't realize just how exhausting it is and how much more powerful you would be if you were to invest that energy and focus onto yourself. I bet you it would transform your life.
So I know a lot of people that are the family therapist, the therapist friend, but they don't even know how to just hear people's problems and walk away. They taking all that stress in. So if that's you, you really don't need to be the therapist. If you're taking on the weight of other people's problems when you hear them and now you can't function, you can't go out today, you can't focus on your stuff, you can't put energy into your stuff because you worried about if Keisha is going to actually break up with her man that's been abusive to her for 3-4 years, you wondering if you going to hear back from her, you calling her, now she ain't answering because they getting back along now, okay? So you done poured all that energy into this girl, hoping that she going to save herself for real this time, and she didn't. She's back with him, not answering your calls, and you put off your personal project all last week to focus on Keisha and getting her back straight. In reality, you was just getting her back on the track to get back with her man. And you didn't do anything for yourself. And like I said, Keisha been doing this for 3 years. Now, I'm not saying don't support your friend, but you have to have boundaries. You have to learn when it's a pattern. You have to learn if this is what Keisha does. Keisha gonna go back every time. And when I got the free time, of course, I'm going to hold Keisha down. But if it's just one of the times Keisha done ran away just to get his attention or to make him say he's sorry this time, and she just really want him to say he's sorry and he not going to do it again, she just want to hear those words so she can go back, don't put off your personal project, girl. Film that content. Work on that business plan. Don't mess with Keisha. Because Keisha is not going to be answering the phone when her and her man are back on. And that's the downside to it. That's what you have to realize about being the family therapist or the therapist friend. Once they got your energy and stuff, they're good to go. They go on about their life. They might not even give you a follow-up. So that's what I'm saying. Stop tucking everybody else in, putting us to bed. Soon as Keisha tucked in good, she don't need you no more. You're not going to hear her till the next time she needs your energy, your advice, or your couch to sleep on when she's running away. Okay? So please always protect yourself in this process too. While you trying to look out for everybody else and protect everybody else, protect yourself. Because you can't look out for everybody else if you broke down. Okay? And I don't want you to look up and not accomplish what you need to because you've been so busy getting everybody else right. And now her and her man back together. Or even if you get Keisha to the point where, okay, she finally does walk away. Okay? You don't got her together after 3 years, but that's time you put off. Okay? So make sure while you trying to save everybody else and while you trying to help everybody else, you are making time for yourself. Because in no way am I saying don't be there for your friends. Because I'm the therapist friend too. So I know this firsthand. And what inspired this for me, this whole series for me, was that one day I was getting off, and I get off, this one I was getting off at 11. I'm second shift. So I'm getting off at 11 o'clock. my best friend, he wanting to talk to me for a couple hours. Then my boyfriend wanting to talk to me. And it's like, okay, I do want to make time for everybody else. But what time was I going to go to sleep? Because my boyfriend want me to talk to him till he go to sleep. Then I got to get myself ready. So I'm not going to sleep to 2 or 3 in the morning. And that's not fair. And it's because I'm making sure everybody else got that time instead of setting boundaries. And it's not saying you can't be there for anybody. Just set boundaries. If I get off at 11 o'clock, don't call me at 11:05. Don't call me at 11:02. Like, I will call you when I'm ready for the tea and I'm ready for whatever energy you got. But give me some time. Give me some time to take off my wig, take off my shoes. Give me some time to just do something first. Please. All right? Because I need to pour into me before I have to pour into you. Because once you good, I'm damn near drained. I don't even have time for myself no more. Okay? And then a lot of times, I can't even tell. I got problems too. So the therapist friend, she done poured into you. Now you running off with the advice. Well, I wanted to talk about my problems too. And see, and it's hard being the one with all the advice, because it's like, when you do tell somebody else your problems, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to do any of that, what you said. I see why I'm the advice friend too. Okay, so you can't pour into me like that. So the least you can do is just give me some time. Don't call me. That's one thing I can't stand. Don't call me as soon as I get off work. Let me ride home with my music on. Let me decompress. Let me think about the day. Let me think about the tea and drama that I went through at work, or whatever I went through today, before I start digging into your stuff and fixing your problems. Okay?
Sometimes it sucks being the therapist friend, with or without a degree. People always come to you for advice. People always come to you for answers because you have answers, and somehow you have insights, and somehow you can connect the dots, and they think that you want to listen because you do, because you want to be there, and you listen well, and then you advise well, and then you make everything make sense. And everyone almost always thinks that you have it together because you have so much perspective and wisdom and insight about a lot of things. They think that, man, they don't need that, or they may not, need help with that, because there is just this underlying thought that the therapist friend has it figured out because they are able to give all of the insights and information that you need when you need it, when in actuality, the therapist friend needs a therapist. The therapist friend is breaking. The therapist friend, while they have answers, need answers for themselves. And because everyone is always coming to them for answers, now they think that they should always have the answer for themselves. And they don't know how to tell you that today is a really, really hard day. And they don't really have the capacity to listen to you the way that they would like to listen to you, or have the answers that you so desperately need, because they're trying to figure it out for themselves. And they really need somebody to listen to them. They really need somebody to hear the thoughts that are going on with them, and not even advise, maybe just listen, or if they needed advice, just having it available. It's really hard being the therapist friend, the friend that has to be okay with being asked if they are okay after you've emotionally dumped on them, and they have to be okay with never being asked if they're okay or how they're doing, or and figuring out, well, maybe I shouldn't say how I'm doing or talk about how I'm doing, because people really never ask, or people really never have answers. People never really ask questions. It's hard being the therapist friend. Everyone thinks you have it all together. Everyone thinks that you have all the answers, and you don't. Yeah.
And let's break it all the way down, because at the end of the day, there is an emotional imbalance. Like I said, you pouring your problems onto me, I can't pour them back onto you. And that's fine. I mean, I'm cool with, having the knowledge and stuff like that, but it's still an emotional imbalance. And then when you think you can just take up all my time with your problems, that's not cool. That's not cool, because that creates more imbalance, because it's always about you. Even if you wanted to help me, you couldn't. You might not have the knowledge, the experience, communication skills. So give me some time to pour into me. If you can't pour into me, let me pour into me, okay? I will help you out. We're going to talk it through. I'm going to tell you what to say in the text message, but you got to give me some time. I promise. Because what's so important to you, I mean, it's important to me because it's important to you, but just like my stuff ain't that important to you, your stuff ain't that important to me. I care, but it's not my whole life. Just like whatever I went through today ain't your whole life. You get what I'm saying? It goes both ways. And as the therapist friend, I need you to realize that. You do not have to fix everybody all day. You don't have to get off the phone with one homegirl to the next and fix her problem and call this one back and then we going three-way. And then once everybody good, we good, everybody good. All right, bye y'all. And then you don't have nobody or no time to pour into you. Okay, you didn't get the journal. Because if you can't go to your friends for advice and you go into yourself, you got to meditate, you got to journal, you got to pray. You have to do what you have to do for yourself. And I don't want you to rush through that because you made all this time for everybody else. And don't let nobody guilt trip you, okay? So if it comes to the person who you just can't answer the phone for until you know you got time, you just can't answer the phone. Oh, man, I was going to tell you this, but you ain't answer the phone because, people love to do that. Well, I just had to miss out. Because if you wanted me to know so bad, as a friend, you would tell me. But if you just wanted to use up my energy, I'd rather not know then. I'd rather not know because when you was calling me back to back to back, when you needed my energy, my advice, you wanted me to know all the details then. Okay? But because I didn't prioritize you above self, now you acting like you don't want to tell me. Girl, I don't care. I'd rather not know. I know too much. That's the problem. That's why we're here. That's why I didn't answer the phone. So it's fine. Matter of fact, I know you so well, I could probably guess what the issue is. It's the same set of problems with you. It's always the same. Okay? It's either your attitude, men, okay? You mad at this homegirl for something. I know you. So, I don't feel bad. And you're not going to make me feel bad for choosing me. Because you're trying to make me choose you.
Ask me what I'm about to do. I'm about to cry. Thank you for asking. Now ask me why. I'm so sorry I don't have an answer to that. I wish I did. I wish I knew. Excuse me.
Now I understand that there could be pride in being the strong friend. You know what I'm saying? But, the strong friend can also be the soft friend sometimes. They don't always want to be the strong friend. We don't always want to be the strong friend. So when they say check on your strong friends, that's for real. Because like I said, all day long, they fixing your problems. And nobody is even asking, what can I do for you? Because you got it. Because you got all the answers, they don't need to help you with nothing. You got it. You got it all figured out. That's how you fixing their problems. Not realizing that the strong friend just likes to vent sometimes too. Yeah, I got the problem figured out, but I still want to talk about it. I want to vent for 2 or 3 hours about myself too. And somebody listen to me, agree with me, validate me. Nope. You got it. Well, I know you strong. I know you'll be all right. How do you know that? How do you know? Maybe I'm just smart and I'm not as strong as you think I am. That's why I can help you through y'all problems. But sometimes I want a hug. I want a pat on the back. I would like some kudos sometimes. I want the sister circle to gather around me. But we can't do that because we always got to gather around Shantae because Shantae always going through crisis. Ariana is always, going through a breakup, so we always got to gather around her. And we going to always call you to help us. We might gather at your house. You can make us some snacks. But when it comes to you and your problems, you got to figure it out. You good. You strong. I know you all right because I have a circle of the strong friends. Most of the women in my friend group are the strong friends or the strong person in their family. So many matriarchs in my friend group. So I see them saving while trying to say, when I say saving somebody from a crisis, financial crisis, mental crisis, housing crisis. I done seen my friends save everybody from everything. The thing that they all have in common is can't nobody do that back for them. Nobody that they pour into like that. If they got 5 people asking them for something, they don't have 5 people pouring back into them. So I try to do my job, pour into my friends. Like I pour into y'all. Y'all think I'm pouring into y'all. I definitely do it for my girls. But that's just one person. When you trying to manage 4 or 5 grown people. You know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 grown people asking you for help. Asking for advice. Asking for money. Asking you to fix their stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why I made the video for y'all. This is for the strong friend, the therapist friend, the one that has to fix all the problems. I need y'all to make sure y'all make time for yourself. You have to. You have to. And the thing is, realize you don't have to fix everybody's problems, or their problems can wait. Their problems are their problems. If their problems have to wait an hour, they have to wait an hour. If they have to wait a day, they have to wait a day. Because you can't help them without being in the right mental state. And you can't break yourself down for people that don't even know how to help you if they wanted to. Because you the strong friend. You got this. They don't even know where to begin. They don't even know where to begin and how to help your shoes. So you have to do it for yourself. You have to do it for yourself. Do not burn yourself out for people that can't help you. They can't pick you up if they wanted to or not. Some people, they would love to. They don't have the means, the resources, education, knowledge, or communication skills. So they can't. They just can't. Somebody with a lack of conflict resolution can't tell you how to handle issues at work with your boss. Your homegirl that like to fight, she can't tell you how to talk to your coworker. You know what I'm saying? She love you to death and you love her back. But you can't take advice from her about how to handle yourself at work. Because she gonna get you fired. She gonna tell you to smack the girl. She gonna tell you to cuss your boss out. Because she hasn't learned her conflict resolution yet. That's why she always getting advice from you. And you always got to talk her down from cussing people out and going off at her job. Okay? So, that don't change the fact that y'all friends. It's just that she don't have the communication skills to give you that kind of advice and to help you in that arena. You get what I'm saying? So, this don't take away from anybody being a good friend or them people because they can't pour into you. It means they're not good to you. It's just, she the friend that, but baby, if somebody tried you, that's who you call. She gonna swing first. She gonna tell you, sit back, you got a good job. Let me handle this. See, that's why you don't go cutting people off, because they not doing exactly what you can do in the friendship. People pour into each other in different ways. So keep that in mind, because we're never too good. We never too good. All right. I got friends from all walks of life, and they all come in handy. Okay. But the reason I really want y'all to identify and create boundaries, okay, for yourself, and just know when it's time to focus on self. When to listen to your body, when you don't have time for anybody else's energy. Don't let them get you to the point where you just burnt out. You don't have time for yourself, or you snapping on people. That's why I say you make time for yourself, okay? Everybody else does it. It's okay for you to do it too. But it may affect you in ways that you may not realize it, okay? You might start resenting people. You might start feeling some type of way. So instead of not answering the phone between 5 and 5:30 or 5 when you get off and 6 o'clock when you settle in, now instead of setting that boundary and telling people not to call, it's when they call, oh my God, here she goes. She always going through something. Oh my God, that's why I hate to see her number come across. Like she always going through something. Dang, why she always calling me? She can't call nobody else for her problems. Girl, she don't know you feel this type of way because you just said all that, but then you answer the phone. Hey, girl. What? Okay, yeah. What? No, I got time. I got time. He did what? No, again. Dang, girl, you want to come spend the night over here? Knowing that if you let her come spend over there, now you're going to be up all night talking about her problems, okay? You really ain't going to get to you like you want to. But you ain't saying what's real, okay? So, set some boundaries, all right? All right? I don't want y'all starting to feel some type of way about your friend. Okay. I don't want you to go into this bubble of isolation. Now, I have friends that do that. I mean, sometimes you have to do that to focus. But I don't want it to be that, oh, what happened? Where Keita be at? She acting funny. Because I'm over here isolated, cussing y'all out because y'all ain't did nothing but use me up. Everybody want to use me for my energy. Mind you, I ain't said nothing to nobody about this. I just let them use me up. But now I'm cutting everybody off. I'm not dealing with nobody for the next 2 months. I'm finna be in my bubble. I'm finna be on my hole. I'm finna focus on me. I'm finna pop back out on some new stuff because I ain't nobody worried about me but me. And I can't even call them for no help. Now you mad. All you had to do was tell them to give you some time, girl. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Because these girls been going through the same thing. These is your girls. You know your people, okay? So nobody's being brand new, okay? All you had to do was tell them to call you back. But you ain't do that. Instead, you was, I got time. Ain't even took your wig off your heels off. Ain't even fixed you nothing to eat. I got time. What? Okay. Girl, so this what you need to do. If I was you, I would da-da-da-da. So tell me again what he said. All right, so when you walk in the door, so tomorrow when you come in, this what you need to say and this what you need to do. You give him a whole daggone game plan. Knowing you don't even feel like it, but it's second nature. Because you the strong friend, you the smart friend, you the advice friend. Because when it come natural, it come natural. And that's what they might not realize. Just because it comes natural don't mean I feel like doing it all the time. Okay? Sometimes I don't feel like thinking for you. I don't feel like giving no advice. You get what I'm saying? Not today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe in a couple hours. But not right now. Because I've had a friend that I had to realize, girl, you just using up my energy. You are not taking one piece of advice. You are calling me. The only time I was hearing from this girl is when she was calling me with the trauma dump. And her trauma dump was just dramatic on top of it. It ain't even like it's a regular, oh yeah, I'm going through this. It's like, I'm going through this and I have my special needs son. And it's like, so you pulling at my heartstrings with your special needs kid. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't have kids, let alone a special need kid, but I know people that do. So I'm talking to this friend, getting advice from this friend, trying to bring this back to you, telling this what you need to do. I'm trying to Google this. I'm like, well, you need a support group. You need a community. I can't provide that to you because I don't have any special needs kids. You need to be getting with moms that can relate so you're not melting down like this because you're overwhelmed. That's what I can see. You are overwhelmed. So while I'm trying to create a situation for her that's going to help her not be overwhelmed and trauma, she ain't took none of that advice. So I do all this, give you these resources, don't hear from you for a month until, again, I took my son, oh, I'm overwhelmed, I can't do this, da-da-da. So what happened to, did you follow up on any of them resources, or did you do it? It's just too much, I just can't, So no, because you're not answering any of my questions directly. There's no follow-up. There's no follow-up to the point I was like, girl, that when she called me with trauma, I was like, girl, I can't really help you. I was like, because I don't know what works because you don't never follow up. I don't know if the last two things helped you or hurt you. So I don't have no more advice for you. I don't. And I don't have no more energy for this topic. I don't. Because you're not going to keep calling me all worked up, getting me worked up because I'm a good friend. I'm not one of them friends that don't care. So now we both worked up. I'm telling you to do this, and then I don't hear from you until the next time. So I'm like, ain't none of this working? Like, is your life falling apart this bad? Then I realized, you just not doing nothing to fix your situation. It's not me. I don't have to take this on, because she would have me on the phone for hours. Hours. Regardless if we going from talking about her son, her special needs son, to we talking about her daggone business, and I'm giving advice on every end of everything. We on FaceTime sharing screen because I'm trying to help you do this on it. And then we get off the phone, you don't do nothing. You won't do nothing outside of my watch. And I can't help you like that, because you wonder why your business ain't working. It's because you only work the business when we on the phone. And I'm not finna be on the phone with you like that. I got my own. But if I send you a podcast clip, you ain't played it, commented, like, shared, nothing. So you can't help me with me getting my message. The same messages that I'm giving you, that you call and get personalized and customized. The same way I empower you and want to help other women, you can't share my videos. You can't look out for me. Cause I got it figured out. I got a whole podcast. I'm good. Cause I got some likes. But you got my energy. You see how it's the one-way street? Baby, we all been there. The strong friend always gonna pour more than they receive, unless you get other strong friends. So that goes back to me saying, my friend group is made of matriarchs. It's made of strong women. They're all the backbones in their family. Okay? So when we all come together, we ain't leaning on each other. Everybody got a backbone. Everybody's strong. You get what I'm saying? So we're not them friends that's using and leaning and just mooching off each other. We come together, we just have a good time. And I can mix my friend groups because I know I only allow a certain personality type around me in general. So it's not going to be the bitchy friend with the little quiet friend. No, because I don't have no bitchy ass friends. You get what I'm saying? I don't fuck with judgy ass people. Sorry to get cussing like that, but I'm serious about the type of people I allow in my circle, because I've had to clear some folks out for different reasons. And so that's how I know exactly what type of person and what type of energy to allow around me. So, and get y'all some strong friends.
Do you want a red flag on friendships? If the first few times that you guys hung out and they just constantly trauma dump you and talk about how dirty their ex-friends has done to them, run. Because from the very beginning, you're becoming a listener. That's all the friendship's ever going to amount to. You became their therapist. And I know how exciting it is to meet new people, because we all want to stick by this one friend because it makes us feel secure, right? But it's not worth it to always being a listener. And sometimes these things people can't change the fact that they love talking about themselves. And some people might be okay with, but personally for me, I'm not okay with it. I don't want to be your therapist. I don't want to constantly be listening to your stuff when you can barely even ask me 1 to 2 questions and then immediately jumping back to talking about yourself. Babe, you lack self-awareness. And that's not really like a bad thing. It's just not something I like. And it can get extremely exhausting because this is not something you can change. It's more like a compatibility issue. So yeah.
Or when you trying to figure out what type of person, what type of friends you want in your group, you want other strong friends. I promise you do. Because they make things so much easier. So much easier. When it comes to money, they got their money on time. Okay? When it comes to work ethic, they got a good work ethic. Because they have to. Because they've always had to hold it down. Like, all my friends are matriarchs. And it's like, I didn't realize that until I was making this video. But I'm thinking about the different problems I done heard everybody call me with. You get what I'm saying? Like, dang, y'all really be holding it down. And when I say matriarchs, I ain't talking about 50-year-old women. I'm talking about, I got friends in their 20s that's holding it down for their families. Okay? And I got friends in their 30s that's been doing it since they was in their early 20s. They're holding down for the elders, the people younger than them, all different age groups. But they're all the strong person in their families. And they all get tired of it. And so that's why I need y'all to know how it's affecting you, okay? Because it really is. And I need y'all to stand up. Now, that's one thing I'ma always tell my girls. I make time for you. Make time for you. Put you first. Put you first. I already know you're going to look out for other people, but stop leaving yourself on the back burner because you so busy trying to look out for these people. Everybody else is always taken care of except for you. Put your mask on first, like they say on the airplane. Like, you got to save yourself before you can save other people. All right, now we're going to break this down with the 4 pillars, beauty, brain, strength, and standards. Okay, so how does being the family therapist, the strong friend, affect your beauty? Okay, you can't pour back into you. You cannot pour back into yourself like you need to. And just keep in mind, like, when you're drained, it comes through in your skin. You're dull, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, your eyes aren't as bright. You're not as alert. It comes through because you was up all night giving a therapy session. Now you're showing up to your job the next day not as sharp as you need to be. Now, you don't have the mental clarity that you need to have for your project or your presentation that you have to do today because you stayed up late helping Keisha through her 15th breakup. Now, you know she a hopeless romantic. She love the dating apps. She love to make up and break up. This is what she does. And you just sacrifice your rest the night before your big presentation talking to your homegirl. Okay? Now, keep in mind, you can't give clarity when you cloudy. So, your presentation didn't go as good as you wanted it to go, as good as you know you could have delivered, all right? And you can't even give good advice after being drained for so long. It's like, girl, what else you got to say? What else do you even have to say? Because I know I've gotten there with some people like, girl, this is what you want. Like, it's been like this, like, because I had a friend that had a bad relationship for years, and when y'all have them long-term bad relationships, like your friends in bad relationships, it's like, girl, after about year 5, I was like, girl, this is the routine. You know how he is. You done went from standing up for trying to give her all kind of points and telling her why she need to leave, to accepting she ain't gonna leave. She ain't listening to nothing I said to the point. Girl, you know how he is. Girl, that's just how it is. You know how so-and-so is. Because you accepted it because she accepted it at this point. I don't even have the energy for advice. I'm not finna think outside the box for you no more. Okay? It doesn't matter. You're not going anywhere. Like, I told my homegirl, you choose to accept this cycle. You know you going to be happy for 2 weeks and then mad for 3. And he gonna disappear, he gonna come back, y'all gonna do it. He gonna be around for 2 weeks and you gonna be happy, and then he gonna up and leave and not answer the phone calls after 2 weeks, and then for 3 weeks he gonna go missing, and then he gonna pop back up, and then y'all gonna have sex, and it's gonna happen again, girl. Like, you know this, I know this, I've accepted it. I've accepted this is what you accept, because I'm not finna burn myself out being the friend that care more about you than you care about yourself. Now, I'm not finna be letting you get your tail whooped over there, like, physically. But if you don't care, you want this man to dog walk you just to have a piece of man, and I done been through hell and high water trying to tell you how beautiful you are and why you don't need to be with him, or y'all done broke up 50 times and you done went back 1,000,000. I ain't got it. I do what makes you happy, because grown people gonna be grown, okay? Grown people are going to be grown. I'm only going to do so much. I'm not gonna stress myself out trying to make you see your light and your beauty. Now, if I've been telling you how beautiful and how much you bring to the table for 5 years, girl, he can have you at the 6, okay? We still cool, but don't call me with that mess no more. I don't have the energy for it. Sorry. Okay, now as far as the brains, I need you to recognize the patterns and act accordingly and choose differently. So, like I said, if you know homegirl gonna call you 5 minutes after you get off work, tell her. Don't call me soon as I get off work. Give me some time. And if they still call, don't answer the phone. You know, iPhones have these focuses. You can put your phone on D&D to a certain time. You can put people on block. Whatever you have to do. Because you have to choose your peace first. All right? This is not about, I don't feel like I'm not there for her. Or, if I don't answer the phone. Baby, who's there for you? Be there for you. Why would you be there for her before you could be there for you? You know you don't feel like talking on the phone. But you don't want nobody to say nothing about you, girl. Let them talk. Either way, you had your piece. Because if somebody will turn on you for not answering the phone and choosing a little piece right now and then getting back to them, they don't care about you as a friend in the first place. And that's what you need to recognize. Recognize who's there, who respects these boundaries once you start setting them up for yourself. Give me 5 minutes. Okay? Who respects that? And then you'll see who respects you. And just having emotional awareness helps you see all this stuff before it happens. Like, you know that your friend goes through men like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know that this one over here is just super dramatic and she overthinks everything and looking too deep into stuff, and now she wants your opinion on 50 million things. You know. Just give them boundaries, okay? Just give them boundaries. And strength is having the courage to set the boundaries, y'all. Like I said, don't worry about thinking somebody gonna think you're a bad friend. You're not. You just trying to choose your own peace, okay? You are strong enough to do that, and it's okay to do that. It's okay. Everybody that's calling you and crossing your boundaries is choosing themselves, okay? They're calling you to talk about their problems. They're crossing your boundaries because they need immediate assistance. It's about them. None of it is about you. The only part about this that's about you is your energy. That's the only thing. They don't care about your peace. And if they do, they will respect your boundary, okay? It goes hand in hand. So you will see what friends respect you once you get strong enough to set boundaries and tell them, I can't talk right now. Okay, you good? All right, let me call you back. Let me hop in the shower. Let me do this and this. Let me watch my show. Let me cook dinner. Let me eat this meal. You don't have to eat and talk on the phone. That was something as I got older I didn't like to do. Because it's like, I just want to eat, focus on what I'm watching while I'm eating. I don't want to talk on the phone. I don't. And that's okay. And as far as standards, don't let that guilt talk take you away from your peace. Like I said, they're going to want to talk. Because especially they're used to you giving them all your energy, all your time. So when they do that, just let them know. Set your standard. I'll be there for you after this, after my show. And when they tell you, oh, but I need you right now, but I need you to... Okay, but I need me. I need 5 minutes, okay? I need 5 minutes. And that's when you set the standard. Matter of fact, from now on, don't call me as soon as I get out of work. Give me an hour. You know I get off at 5, call me at 6. Or wait till I'll call you. Or text me. Text me, I'll call you back. Text me the issue. If I got the energy, I'll call you. If not, give me some time. But y'all gotta respect my standards. Y'all have to respect the standards and the boundaries, okay? So, beauty and pouring back into you is the reason that you have to prioritize yourself, and you have to stop putting others to bed. Let them put themselves to bed. Don't tuck everybody in. Tuck yourself in. Brains. That's when you recognizing the patterns and recognizing who can wait. Recognize who is just using you up for the energy, for your time, for your advice. Okay? Your strength is telling them, all right, y'all, I need y'all to pump your brakes. Having the strength to do that. Be verbally setting the boundary, okay? And the standard is the boundary, okay? So you have to be able to communicate the boundary. Recognize what you needed to be and communicate it. I hope this helped y'all. I hope this touched somebody out there that's recognized as the strong friend, therapist friend. And always remember, beauty, brain, strength, and standards all will make you a whole lot of woman. Hi, ladies. I'm Nakita Shontel, host of the Whole Lotta Woman Podcast. And if you've been trying to level up, but you don't have a tribe or roadmap, I made something just for you. It's my new ebook, The Whole Lotta Woman Blueprint, your guide to becoming your best self. It's over 50 pages of real transformational guidance. I'm talking mindset shifts, self-affirmations, journal prompts, and deep dives into healing, confidence, and setting higher standards. Based on my own journey and what I wish someone would have taught me along the way when I was trying to figure it all out. Whether you're rediscovering, rebuilding, or just ready to become her, start with the blueprint. The link is in the description, and I can't wait to see you on your other side of your glow up.